Good morning and good night. I wake at the twilight. It's gonna be alright. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. Whoa, it's always a good time. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time.
Hey, it's Matt with MSN.ca. Rae Jepsen, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. So the big tour is almost done, I think, kind of.
Actually, we're kind of like smack in the middle.
So you get a little break, though, finally.
We get Christmas break, and then we're back at it for another like 3 months, I think, 2 or 3 months.
So what's it been like? I mean, an arena stadium tour.
It's been a dream come true for me. I've always wanted to do that, and it's been cool to kind of see how it's something I can work at and improve at. The first week was nerves, and the second week was like, all right, I got this. And the third week, I'm like, tonight I want to do this, and I want to do that. It's changing.
What are this and that?
Just sort of, there's a purpose when I step on the stage now. I'm like, okay, I want to evoke this emotion from this song, and I want to get people in the back to sing along to this part. And it changed. It's sort of, there was that comfort zone, I think, at the beginning, about a year and a half ago with the clubs I was playing there, the 300-seat venues, and you kind of learn to make the stage a bit more like your home. And the same sort of evolution had to happen, I think, in a bigger way to kind of take in the Justin Bieber crowd.
What about Beautiful?
It's a fun one for me. It's cool to do collaborations because it's kind of like a little something that neither one of us would do alone, but it's really fun to kind of do together. We do make a moment for it on the tour. We might not be doing it tonight because it's Christmas right now. We're doing it for Christmas, so we're kind of knocking out all those songs. But in general, we do have like a moment where we get to sing Beautiful together on stage.
So is there more lighting, more dancing? Like, how has your show changed to fit these rooms?
I'm not really like a dancer. I'm more like, a singer in front of
a singer, an actual singer, yeah.
But I do like to kind of, get to say hey to everybody in the stadium. So that does mean kind of going stage left and stage right and kind of connecting with them. And for me, there is a whole new world of stuff. There's bigger lights, there's bigger everything. So it's just kind of realizing that you need to take all of that space and still make it feel like you're talking one-on-one to somebody.
What about writing? Are you able to write on the road? Have you had time to write at all?
I actually have surprised myself, and I do, actually. It's not even something that I've really necessarily made time for. It's just sort of snuck in between the cracks because it's something that I feel like I almost need to do. And I'm really lucky because I tour with Tavish Crow, who is my guitarist, and he is a little bit of a gearhead. So if I have an idea or if I'm kind of sparked by something, he can kind of pull out his laptop and help me demo it out, and it's really cool. Also, my drummer can kind of add new beats to it, and all of a sudden we have like a couple new ideas just kind of percolating in case one of them really sparks into something.
Any songs coming out in sound check?
Actually, when we do like radio promo and stuff, and we have a couple seconds with the microphone, we're usually jamming out the new song, and so it's sort of a good place to kind of test it out and see if we feel like it's a keeper or if it's something that was more of a weed that we need to we need to get out there, but just doesn't need to be shown to anybody.
Those happen from time to time.
Yeah, every once in a while, Flower, and the rest of them you
I like that. I like that analogy. That's good. Is there a moment in Mexico City?
Mexico City was actually one of my biggest memories so far, for the fact that it was the biggest audience I've ever been in front of.
Do you know how many people?
I do. 300,000 people.
All singing along to your song?
Yes. It was moving. It was moving and terrifying all at once. I didn't know how I felt about it. I just knew that I felt sort of like someone had woken me up from a really good dream. Talking
about dreams, this dream come true year, you've said that a few times.
Yeah.
You probably get this a lot, but what have been some of the highlights?
The initial sort of tweet from Justin sort of saying, hey, I like your song and it's catchy. I thought that was cool, and to know that led into sort of my first record contract worldwide. That was a pretty amazing highlight. And then to kind of be able to travel, I think, in general, is like one of the perks from this year, to see Europe in a bigger way, and to kind of get to go to Japan 5 times. It's been really, really crazy for me.
Japan 5 times?
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing. And then on top of that, I think just this last sort of month, it's been surprise after surprise. Sort of getting the Rising Star Award at Billboard was crazy, and the AMAs and the EMAs, just sort of getting recognized for things that I've been working really hard at, and wasn't sort of, banking on those sort of awards, but it really is nice to get really moving.
Yeah, I'll let you go, so we do something called 5 questions. 5 quick questions, 1 word answers.
Okay.
Road or studio?
Studio.
Lennon or McCartney?
That's a hard one, I can't pick.
When you hear a song, what usually hits you first? Lyrics, melody, or rhythm?
Melody.
Song you've written you're most proud of?
Tiny Little Bows.
The Sam Cooke one. I like that. Made me really happy when I put on the record today. I was like, wait a second, I know that word. I know that lyric. That's great. In one word, Carly Rae Jepsen.
Wild.